back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'm in the seven.
A view of I-40 in Chesapeake Energy Arena, taken from the Skydance Bridge in Oklahoma City. That's our setting tonight. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this Saturday afternoon presentation of NBA basketball, right here on 2K Sports. Hello, everyone. With Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from our Hall of Famer on the sideline, David Aldridge. Now we have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for Turner.
We're just not seeing that same fierceness out of him defensively these last few months. He's lost a little bit of that intimidation factor. He's not blocking as many shots, and he's not making the same impact on that end of the floor.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. They've got Antetokounmpo. Drexler is out there with Horford. Then there's Price, and it's Turner in at the center position. And for the Thunder, we've got Bogdan Bogdanovic. Ewing is out there with Markkanen. Then it's Jason Kidd, and it's Iverson in at the shooting guard position. Opening day, Chris, in your experience, which types of teams tend to start the season well, started strong?
Two types. One, the team that has been forgotten about and left out. The team that had a disappointing season the year before, and no one knows the pain that they went through all summer long, waiting to get back to that moment. So they've been incentivized for half of a year to come back and say, wait a minute, it's our turn now. And those teams are sneaky under the radar.
A little chip on their shoulder.
And then secondly, I would say veteran teams. Teams that know what they want, teams that are focused and saying, wait a minute, we know this is a marathon. Let's take our time, warm up, and stick to the principles right away, and we'll end up in the right place later.
And how about the initiative there from Antetokounmpo? Excellent at seeing lanes to the basket and then just taking advantage.
Now here's Kidd. Count it. Good.
Tremendous adjustment in mid, and hard to stay focused on the hoop when you got to do that.
Price looking it over. Over Iverson. Offensive rebound. Kidd against Price. Allen Iverson on the wing. Back to Kidd. Pass to Markkanen. Over Horford. Rebounded by the Celtics. And going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year.
Yeah, and they took both games they played against this club last season.
Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it, following the bucket by the Celtics. Iverson, no luck.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Yeah, Greg, that's just great defense, forcing his man into a difficult attempt.
And Ewing with the block. Here's Bogdanovic, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Wow, Bogdanovic, a slasher who drives with force. I mean, he's good at making defenders nervous when he penetrates.
It's his first trip to the line.
Solid work at the line a season ago. 83% on his opportunities.
Free throw good, Bogdanovic. You know, Greg, for the Thunder fans, hard to see their star power dwindle, but they got a lot in return.
Yeah, but the Thunder were capped out. Hadn't made it past the first round in 3 years. And in exchange for Paul George, they got one of the richest trade packages in league history.
You know, an all-around threat with a promising future. I mean, Bogdanovic has the tools and the drive. He can be a solid player in this league for many years.
Kidd against Price. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. So while we have a second, let's show you the list of players who put up the most points last year. Third is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to talk. Naturally, their defensive game plan centers around the Greek freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the league's most feared slasher. Kevin, they will do everything they can to keep him out of the lane. Maybe that includes playing 7 or 8 guys at a time.
Thanks so much, David.
He's not an easy man to stop when he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything he can.
A high flyer, yet it's seemingly effortless in terms of how he just swoops in to the basket. Clyde the glide in full effect.
Now here's Iverson. Floats one. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just one so far.
He's forcing things a little bit in this quarter, settling for shots that he'd be better off passing up.
Kid against Giannis. Here's Drexler. Here's Turner. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
No basket feels better than a putback. Love getting rewarded for grinding it out on the glass.
A putback.
And you can see Kid's ability to pass truly is a gift. When one of his teammates is open, he is quick to get them the ball in rhythm.
And here's Price. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And here's Drexler outside. Looks good. Is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Outside, Markkanen. 1:49 left to play in the first quarter. Clock at 6. Lets it fly from 18. Buries the jump shot.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Passes it to Drexler. Over Bogdanovich. Drexler with another miss.
Setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
Iverson against Giannis. Pulls up on the wing. Here's Ewing. Tries again. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 6 rebounds here tonight, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Really on the right plate defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
The Thunder have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Yeah, last season, around 71% of the free throws made. And you know what? That has to be a point of emphasis this year.
And the first one at the line is good for the Thunder. Now he's checked in for Markkanen. Culver comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Williams in for Jason Kidd. Both free throws good from Ewing.
Oh, this is a big fella who has no problems at the foul line. I mean, a very smooth touch on his stroke.
Price against Iverson. Outside Turner. Pass to Van Vliet. Powell pulls it in.
He gets the playground jumper and can't make good on it. You don't get many chances easier than that.
Outside Williams. Here's Ewing, and it's sent back by Turner. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. On the pass to Price. Now here's Van Vliet. He kicks to Bogdanovich. Plays it up off the glass.
And Bogdanovich, a talented scorer, likes getting involved down low.
The 3 from Iverson, and that shot was up in time but doesn't go in. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Celtics lead by 3. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Oklahoma City. Well, there are a lot of letters that go into the spelling of Giannis Antetokounmpo's last name. He helped set the record straight of how you pronounce it.
And Nigerian way, you gotta say with a D, so it's Adetokounmpo. But in the Greek way, you say with the NT, like Antetokounmpo.
Seems easy enough, right?
I guess so. I think a lot of people are going to stick with Giannis or the Greek Freak.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So the Thunder 5 right now. Powell is out there with Ewing. Then it's Culver. Then there's Allen Iverson. And it's Williams at the point. Now here's Van Vliet. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta. Pass to Eaton. From deep. No good. Shot missing. And the Thunder going the other way now. Now here's Culver. T right on him. And they take the lead. Iverson's got 5 points now this quarter.
And it's encouraging seeing Iverson just bury the three ball. When he's got that shot going, he is basically unguardable.
Here's Eaton. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Passes to Price. That ball. Nice feed that time from Turner. There's a lot of people that say, Chris, the European players are more fundamentally sound overall. Are they right?
Well, I think when you look at a guy like Doncic or Dirk or Porzingis,
yes.
You're taking the best of the best and you're creating a whole field. So I can't say overall. I would say they've had some players that have come in and wowed us, and that's awesome. But also you have those guys going pro at the age of 13, 14, 15 years old, and so I think they may miss out on some of the other things that life has to offer, like a normal high school experience, those type of things. But I tell you what, it's a copycat league and it's a copycat game, and so once you see players that are 7 foot coming over, shooting, passing, dribbling, I think you can say guys like Kevin Durant and others, I think you can say they're pretty sound overall. So I don't buy into that theory, but I do think for a lot of Europeans, being a professional early helps you transition into the NBA a little bit better maybe than guys coming out of college off of 1 year.
I would agree. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, there's not a lot of NBA players who come from Finland. Now there's Lauri Markkanen. Before him, there was Hanno Matala, who was actually Lauri's high school coach. Markkanen is soft-spoken and family-focused, but he says everything starts from basketball. All the decisions I make are based on if it helps me on the basketball court. Kevin?
Terrific attitude. David, thanks. And now, the first timeout called here for Boston. A different look for Oklahoma City. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Ewing. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for Culver. And Jason Kidd has subbed in for Allen Iverson. And then for Boston, Al Horford's checked in for Turner. Drexler comes in for Bogdanovic. And Antetokounmpo subbed in for Price. Antetokounmpo. It's rebounded by Jason Kidd. Kidd's got his 4th rebound in this one. Bogdanovic dishes to Powell.
And let's take a look now at the stats for Bogdanovic. Some last season stats for him. He averaged about 14 points, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he continues to hone his game. I think the potential is there.
Oh, yeah, you can see the potential, but it's raw. He needs to keep refining that skill set.
No good on the free throw. And the second free throw, good. The Celtics have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Pass to Eaton. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Celtics lead by 2.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
The pass to Markkanen. Here's Powell. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Now here's Kidd, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Boston's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Pass to Drexler. 3-pointer. Markkanen pulls it in. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second.
Yeah, and with Lauri Markkanen, you know you're going to get shooting from his spot. Great release and has been efficient from range since his rookie year.
Now here's Drexler. 9 points in the game so far. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. A 3-pointer, no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but it hasn't been successful.
Drexler with the defensive effort. And Chris, with Markkanen, the shooting frees up the rest of his offensive game.
Yeah, and he's better than you think at going to the rim. He doesn't blow by anyone, but has the length and the hops on his drives to get a solid look while on the move.
Here's Eaton. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Van Vliet. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Oklahoma City trailing. Williams scanning the floor. Outside, Bogdanovich. Pass to Powell. Back to Bogdanovich. Beyond the arc. The Thunder with another miss. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Boston. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Horford. Hits the jump hook. Horford's got his first bucket in this one.
When Horford gets the ball down low, he has tons of ways to beat you.
Williams passes to Powell. For 3, Kidd. And Boston with the rebound. Giannis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Drexler. Back to Antetokounmpo. And they double up Antetokounmpo. A 3 from Drexler. The offensive rebound. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Now it's a 6-point Celtic lead. Now Williams still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
The 3 from Iverson sinks the 3-pointer. Iverson's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Thunder.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
Yeah, he may just have to put a little more arc under that, but either way, it's a tough shot.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Celtic.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. We've reached halftime of our first regular season game.
I'm swimming.
I thought you thought maybe the first half was going swimmingly. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of the period, they held a 3-point lead. The second quarter was dead even in terms of their scoring output from both teams, and they still find themselves in a good position. And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. We've seen Allen Iverson really have a great game.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Thunder trailing by 3. On the court right now for the Celtics. Drexler out there with Horford. Then there's Price. And there's Miles Turner. And it's Giannis in at the point. Here's Drexler. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
To the inside. Turner with the steal. And here's the fast break. Price leading the way. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Price has got his 2nd basket.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Here's Bogdanovich. That shot, no good. Good work defensively by Horford. Boston leading by 7. Now the pass to Drexler. Giannis right side. Pass to Horford. Out to Price. 5 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Price has got the lead up to 10 now for the Celtics.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Kidd, good.
And Kidd using that size well inside. Fantastic with the read of the D there and exploiting the weakness.
Price, the pass to Drexler. And again, Boston with the triple.
They've been very sharp to start the half. A perfect 4 for 4 from the field.
Thunder have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Outside Kidd. Passes it to Ewing. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. With the teardrop. Second chance shot. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Ewing.
And Ewing with that size really creates a tough matchup, especially when he's attacking the offensive board.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. They get Jason Kidd. Boston shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Chris, you were a tremendous passer. One of my favorites. Are there more playmaking bigs in the NBA now than back in the day?
That's a good question. I don't know if there are more. But I tell you what, there are some exciting ones. And if you guys don't believe me, just turn on the TV and go watch the Nuggets play. There's a man called the Joker, Jokic. Oh, my goodness, can he pass that ball? He and Horford right now. Oh, man, 2 of my favorite passes in the game.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is. And it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility. And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Price against Iverson. And Ewing with the block. Iverson outside. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Here's Markkanen. No good off the back of the rim.
Now, look, even if he had other places to go with the ball, that's a good shot. You can't blame him for letting that one fly.
Giannis passes to Price. Back to Antetokounmpo. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Lauri Markkanen. The Celtics have missed both free throws they've attempted tonight. That's good from Antetokounmpo. Dwight Powell's checked in for Oklahoma City. Culver comes in for Bogdanovich. Boston making a switch here. And he makes the first but misses the second. Under trailing by 8. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. Taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas, David, thank you. Knocked away. It's Solomon to Tacumbo, pushing it up. Here's Van Vliet. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Van Vliet's got 5.
I love Bogdanovich's ability to put the team first. When he sees one of his guys open, he's a willing ball mover.
Here's Van Vliet. He's got 5. Stolen by Ewing. Iverson outside. It's deflected.
And having Eaton protecting the rim, that's about the same as building a brick wall around the basket. Just nothing gets over him. What an intimidator down low. And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
The 3 from Iverson buries the long-range jumper. 15 points in the game.
And you just appreciate how unselfish Kid is. Outstanding at sharing the ball and playing for his teammates.
And a dunk by Horford.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Oh, Kevin, the coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy buckets like this, GA.
That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Allen Iverson.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Onto the Tacumbo, no good.
They haven't needed him as much as I thought they would tonight.
They get it back. And the rejection by Giannis.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, no need to get the ball back here. You want to close this quarter with momentum.
And Bogdanovich clever at finding ways to get to the line. Love seeing the aggression come out here with the defense.
The Celtics shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game. And he knocks down the first one.
And Bogdanovich is a confident, efficient player, a guy who can play either the 2 or 3 spots on the floor.
And so Bogdanovich nails both of them.
Oh, not many players with the more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
To the paint, intercepted. Up in time. He can't get that one. And so it's the Boston Celtics. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense has been active and effective. Back to the action after this word.
Back up, back up, back up, back up.
And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Celtics leading by 9. They've got Jason Kidd. Lowry Markkanen is out there with Ewing. Then it's Culver, and it's Williams at the point guard. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Now here's Culver, covered by Giannis. Culver passes to Ewing. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
And how about the muscle inside from Ewing? Easily getting to wherever he wants to on that low block.
Giannis inside. He's against Williams. Antetokounmpo with the bucket.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor. And these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. And the Thunder making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in. The Celtics also changing it up. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Price in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to what Billy Donovan said to his team. He said, do you want this game? Don't tell me about it. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better, and we've got to play harder if we're going to come back.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from Drexler. Good shot selection, largely dependent on getting open. Which players do the best job of moving, you think, right now without the ball?
Period. Klay Thompson, 60 points, 11 dribbles. Did you hear me?
I got
60
it.
points,
Shocking.
11 dribbles.
It almost looks like a mystery,
sick.
doesn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And finished off by Drexler.
Yeah, just an electricity to what Drexler can do. The leap in ability, the creativity once in air, that's elite level stuff.
Pass to Markkanen. Outside Kidd. And there's the pass to Ewing. Shoots over Turner. The Thunder with another miss. Celtics leading by 13. Here's Price, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Well, Greg, their poise has been tremendous. I mean, excellent at both ends, has them increasing this lead. Kevin, they would love to see every possession in with a high percentage shot like that.
Bogdanovich against Drexler. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
To the middle. Great communication on the alley-oop.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Now here's Van Vliet. Defense right on him. And the dunk by Drexler.
And how about the offensive explosion here by Clyde Drexler? Has really developed his skill set. No one's been able to match up with him all night.
Got a hand on it. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Heaton, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Allen Iverson's checked in for Williams. Al Horford is checked in for the Celtics. Chris, what's your definition of most valuable player?
LeBron, Michael Jordan. Okay, the best player in the league. That's my definition. Who makes players better? Who brings the fans into the game? There's only one type of player that's an MVP, and there's only about 6 guys any year that can be MVP. But if you're talking about guys that help you, let's say, are the best on a contract or getting the most bang for their buck, you got to look at guys like a Siakam. You know, he's just making over $2 million this season, still playing on that rookie contract. And those are the guys that are on their way up. So you can always find young talent playing for maybe less than what they should be getting at that time, but the most valuable player continues to be the top 6 players of the league, period.
The Celtics making a switch here. Turner's checked in. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Offensive rebound, Ewing, and it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. And it's the Celtics ball. They're on a 15-4 run. Price outside. The feed to Turner. That's in, coming off an assist from Price. Price has got his 4th assist in this one.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Yeah, right now it feels like they can't miss. We'll see how long they can make this last.
Outside, Markkanen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Buries it from 3-point range. And that's 20 points for Iverson.
And it's important that Markkanen develops his floor awareness. I mean, passes like that go a long way.
1:35 left in the game. Price outside. On the wing, Drexler. The shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And Chris, whether it's KD or Kyrie, we've seen stars grow irritated with constant questions about their free agent destinations.
I would just suggest to them to go back in time. Nothing's new under the sun. Watch guys like Shaq, like myself, other guys that were free agents. It's a time to talk about it, and it's a time not to. And you can even speak about your impending free agency without insulting the fans where you're playing and without guessing of maybe where you will go next year. I just think that, guys just need to be a little more sensitive with it. Fans really want to know, and if the media's going to ask you the question, you got to figure a way how to handle that out delicately.
Well said.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Celtics.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are the kinds of games they can have.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Oh, he was the alpha dog out there tonight. Totally in charge of this game. No matter what the situation was, he was the one to dictate the action.
Patrick Ewing's checked in for Oklahoma City. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. And it's Williams with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 19-point game. Pass to Ewing. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Powell with it, guarded by Price. Powell against Turner. The shot by Powell, no good. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Rice outside. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Al. You guys do it as a five-man unit on the floor. How did you come together for this win?
Just taking good shots on offense, trying to, getting stops on defense. We challenged every shot. We just played hard tonight.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. So long.